Testing. And welcome here to Monroe Athletic Complex as the Mustangs, off of a week in which they got bragging rights here in the inter-school matchup against the Monroe Express, take on Region 15, Division III, the Hostos Caymans, as Coach Dana Warner and his women trying to make it back-to-back wins. Alex Savia is with me here, my producer and director. D3 SID for the Monroe Express, John Kelly Jr. here on the call. And now for the national anthem. And starters, you can hear them coming up. So now, first of all, you look there in the left of your screen. That is the Hostos Caymans. Dwight Shaw, the head coach, as he took over for DeVerney Winston after the pandemic year. Of course, DeVerney Winston had built such a powerhouse, and Hostos has never let up. Different this year and what they faced in the region, but a team that has 4 straight CUNY titles and will probably get a lick at a 5th straight this year, as because of the pandemic, Queensboro and BMCC, due to numbers, not going to be competing. And with Kingsborough and Dowd, it'll probably be them in the Bronx. A team they come into this game that they beat soundly 82-46 and had 4 players in double figures. Of course, one of those 5 you saw, Star Garcia, led them with 17. Well, after a week off, after dominating in the inter-school rivalry between the Express, Dana Warner's squad comes back 10-12 on the year. They've won 4 of their last 5, and also 5-3 in their last 8. They had a 4-game winning streak, starting by knocking off Division II and undefeated number 19 Sullivan Community College, and getting it done. Obviously, we know about their top scorer, Olivia Medford. It's what it's about in scoring at 12.5 points per game. But Naomi Barnwell has gotten healthier, and she's been phenomenal, as she had 3 double-figure games during the 4-game win streak and leads this team with 162 rebounds team lead. So, Alexavia Smith, my producer and director. I'm John Kelly Jr. The first of 3, of course, this one, the only broadcast today. The Express will be in action at 3 and 5. A potential record going to be smashed today. Gian Batista, as we talked about the CUNY, let's get back to this. He's had over 2 Player of the Week awards that he has won here during his time at Lehman, a team that's going to probably clinch the top seed in the CUNY this year. What a surprise. We're thinking John Jay, normally the favorite. He played for the Monroe Express, and he had 114 assists a couple seasons ago, a single season high. Josiah Barnes, the freshman of the Monroe Express, will have a chance to smash that right off the opening tip. He has 114. He's tied at that. So on the hardwood, from Men now to the women, which are in front of us, as Barnwell will jump against Ayanna Brown, one of the few players returning from that Hostos Cayman squad that was nationally ranked and won a 4th consecutive CUNY title. First program to do that since Queensboro did it from 2008 to 2011, and we are off. Sangaree feeds. Medford shot off the mark. Arnold with the board. She can't connect. And the rebound corralled by Shania Lewis. Trying to connect with Star Garcia and can't. So we'll go over to the Mustangs. Well, Shania Lewis, very tough little guard. Comes in leader in rebounds with 108, the Brooklyn, New York product. On the floor alongside Savannah Williams, Star Garcia, Adria Powell. In the 5 for Hostos. Came off a solid 82-46 win over Bronx Community College. Trying to build on it here. Barnwell fall away hook shot could not go, and the rebound corralled by Ayanna Brown. Hostos trying to get it going scoring-wise. Last game had 4 players in double figures. Shania Lewis to Brown, trying to go down low, broken up. Great job by Medford. Getting her team-leading 66th steal as she leaves it for Tanae Arnold. Arnold for Barnwell. Fade away. Can't get it to go, and that is the second rebound corralled here by Ayanna Brown. Still without a score. Jay off the back iron. Barnwell battling for the defensive board and has it. Pushing in transition and got it knocked away, but a reach-in foul called on Star Garcia. So that'll be the first foul of this one. Of course, against the Express, suffocating defense from Dana Warner's squad. The Express were shut out 21-0 in that first quarter, like a football score. As Arnold trying to connect for the first time, cannot. Rebound by Lewis. So over a minute and a half in, no buckets between both of these squads. Hostos coming in here at 10-2. Comes not out to Gomez Salazar. Lewis. Powell driving. Jumper is good, and Hostos opens the scoring. Powell had 15 points last game in that win against Bronx Community College. Nice job. 7 of 14 from the field in that one. Barnwell. Sangaree pulls up and connects. So we're tied here at 2. Their first minute and a half, no buckets. And now it's Garcia, known for her three-point shooting, as that one knocked down from deep by Daniela Gomez Salazar, and Hostos with 5 of the first 7. Arnold for the Barnwell, trying to go to Sangaree. She threw it away, a chance for Hostos to build on a 3-point lead. Gomez Salazar driving, but could not keep her footing, and she turns it over, and it'll go back over to the Mustangs. A dominant win, too. Despite dominant, 33 turnovers, Mustangs trying to hang on to the ball, be a little more careful as Medford has all 5 of those points. For the Mustangs, we're tied at 5 again. Second time we've been tied so far. Hostos has led 2-0 and 5-2. Let's check that. That was the first 3 points today from Medford. Garcia driving, pulls up, air ball. Looked like that was partially tipped by Barnwell. And here comes Wentz in transition. Deja on the drive, pulls up, can't get it to go, and rebound is eaten up by Star Garcia. 26 assists, 24 steals for her this year as well, as Gomez Salazar way off on 3, and Arnold with the defensive board. Arnold driving, pushes it through, and Medford fouled, so she will go to the line with a chance to give the Mustangs their first lead. Sangaree scored the first points for the Mustangs, as Shania Lewis comes off. Adria Powell on. Gomez Salazar Garcia, Savannah Williams, Ayanna Brown in the 5. Medford connects on the first of 2 free throws. Team shot 72.7 in that dominant win, 67-42 over the Express, as Monroe able to get a turnover forced as well. So they have the last 5 points with 6:11 to go here in the first quarter. Alexavia Smith alongside Monroe Express SID John Kelly Jr. as Dana Warner's squad 5-3 in their last 8. Trying to finish the season on a strong note as we go here into the postseason. 10-12. Able to really share the ball too. 6 or more players with 20 or more assists on this squad. Wentz over for Medford. 3 off the mark, and that should be 3 free throws coming up to Olivia. Trying to knock down her 13th 3 on the year. That'd be 3rd on the team. And Medford to the charity stripe. Had her 3rd double-double of the season last Sunday, as that game, of course, moved up in that inter-squad matchup against the Express due to weather. 16 points, 12 rebounds. Could not connect on the first of 2 free throws. And she misses both, so Hostos can tie here at 7 or take a lead with a 3, and an immediate turnover by Williams. Forced by Arnold, feeds Medford, who cannot put home the bucket. Savannah Williams fires up the court for Star Garcia. Garcia second in scoring at 12.3 points per game. Gomez Salazar over to Anna Hicks. Star Garcia to Williams, 10 to shoot. And that one taken away by Wentz, trying to convert it into points and draws contact on Ayanna Hicks. So that will be the 4th Hostos foul. And we're not even at the 5-minute mark so far. So Wentz going to step up to the line. Deja Thur with 41 steals. She is the chef of this offense, leader with 57 assists, second at 11.7 points per game scoring. And she cannot make the first of 2 free throws. Well, during that 4-game winning streak, Dana Warner's squad was sterling at the free throw line. No issues at all. So far out to a struggling part. 72.7 they shot last game. At least Wentz goes 1 for 2. And extends Monroe's lead to 3, largest it has been, as Hostos had the first bucket and had 5 of the first 7 points. But since that point, the Mustangs, last 6 points. And Andra Duganet will come in. Another one of those players on that CUNY championship from 2 years ago. Hostos, such a dominant program. They've really set the standard, at least D3-wise, in Region 15. Although this year, they've lost both to their Bronx rival, the Express, in the Bronx, then obviously here earlier in November, as Duganet comes with a big-time jumper. Hostos needed that one, and they're down by 1 as 4:48 to go. Barnwell, Arnold, Medford, Sangari, and Wentz in the 5. Arnold, Medford down the baseline, pulls up, cannot connect. And Barnwell going to get an over-the-back call, so she'll pick up the first Mustang foul. Good box out by Ayanna Brown. And now we're going to see Kayla Segri come on. Team leader with 25 blocks, as Barnwell will sit down. Asia Pink, the top 3-point shooter, coming in as well. The Albany product, 43s made. Joining Arnold, Medford, and Sangari in the 5, as Medford able to force a steal, will draw the foul as well. So that will be the 5th to Hostos. And that should bring up a 1-and-1. So Medford at the line. Last 8 games, she's been phenomenal. 6 double-figure games. And she cannot make the first of 2. Just had to take 3 free throw attempts last Sunday, and she finally knocks down her first free throw. So 1-point game as, of course, Dana Warner yelling to really pick up the pressure. There's Star Garcia for 3. Off the mark. You want to get a hand in her face. She can hurt you the way she can shoot. 17 last game, tops on the team. Savannah Williams for 3. That off the glass. 2 3-pointers. Didn't connect with any rim as Arnold sets up in the front court. Over to Medford. Extra pass, Sangaree backing down, lay-in. Pinballs out, and a rebound by Ayanna Brown. She's been great on the defensive glass. All 4 rebounds by her, all on the defensive side, and it leads the points. And now a 3-point play opportunity to give Hostos back the lead. It's really how both these teams are built. Rebound, transition. As Ayanna Hicks at the line. Adria Powell will come back in. And the lefty connects. Big 3-point play. Knocked down. Hicks got off to a hot start this season. 19 points against UConn Avery Point, then 15 against Westchester Community College. And dangerous on the glass, was kept off of it against Monroe Bronx. And Naira Spady, just 1 point, but Hicks been really good. 5 double-figure games for the Bronx, New York product. And now some substitutions. Finally going to get to see Sarah Carvajal-Caro, second with 14 blocks. She shot 50% last Sunday against the Express. 5 for 10, 12 points. Joining Asia Pink, Deja Winch. Barnwell comes back on. And Segree in the 5 for the Mustangs. Looking for back-to-back wins here against Hostos. And a hook going to be called. It's an offensive foul as the officials saw Powell trying to hook, get over there and get down. It's a call normally made, so Hostos with another turnover. Now Wentz will walk it up. She's also from the Bronx, second with 16 threes made. Here's the leader in trays, Pink. Carvajal-Caro had it, but they said she moved her feet. So Hostos by 1, they'll get it back. Hostos with 8 turnovers. That's just the 3rd for Monroe. Trying to put a trap on. And Star Garcia, nice job to break it up. Turnaround fadeaway. Could not go by Powell. And big rebound by Segree. Pressure on the other side. Wentz needs help. But she's able to recover nicely. Gets past Star Garcia. Pink. Carvajal-Caro. Takes a dribble. The Spaniard splits. Lay in. Could not go. Trying to get it back. Could not. Shauna Lewis with it now in transition for the Caymans. Lost control. So Wentz going to pick up the steal. And now hoping for points here off turnovers are the Mustangs. Segree fires it out. Pink will reset. Carvajal-Caro out to Barnwell, and she traveled again. So another turnover with 2:33 to go. Hostos leading the Mustangs. Again, 33 turnovers on Sunday. It's just an area that Dana Warner wants to clean up a bit. That was their 4th turnover. 12 total here in this first quarter as Garcia way off from 3. Barnwell now pushing ahead. Naomi splits. Laying good. Coast to coast. And that gives the Mustangs back the lead by 1. Garcia trying the baseline. Floater is short. And it'll be the 3rd foul to Monroe. That was the first 2 points in that transition before for Naomi Barnwell. And we'll have a timeout here on the floor. And it looks like Dana Warner going to talk things over. Nope, it's going to be given to Hostos, so they'll take a timeout. As Alexavius Smith here alongside John Kelly Jr. Well, competitive as ever so far here in this first quarter. The Mustangs shut out the Express on Sunday, so they came out looking really and firing, 21-0. Hostos has come out, and clearly after playing a couple nights ago, a little bit more fresher of the two teams as they led 2-0, 5-2. Numerous lead changes here in this first quarter as we know what the Mustangs trying to win, trying to jockey for Region 15. When it comes to Hostos, though, as we said, normally the top dog in Region 15, you'd have to go to the Bronx. Everything would go through the Bronx for Hostos if you were trying to win Region 15. That's not the case this year. Jeremy Thompson and his Young Express squad have really surprised, knocked off Hostos twice. So those are two of their losses, all to Monroe Bronx, and they're top in the region. They'll play later today at 5 as Naira Spady and company coming off a game against AESA. Dominant comeback, rally from down 12, 10-0 run, and blew them out. Her and Ana Andando, both career high 16 points, 27 in that one, and Hostos again back in front by 1. So hanging around here. Good job so far by Dwight Shaw's squad. Still meat left on that bone to try to close out and get that second seed. They got to play Nassau and beat them. So this is a good test before that. It's Segre for 2. Pin balls out and rebound by Ayanna Brown. Lewis pushing up to Savannah Williams. Leaves it for Duganay. Back to Savannah Williams. Cross the Lewis. Why not go down low? Ayanna Brown had that tipped, went out of play. Will stay with Hostos. Caymans averaging 71 points per game. They shoot 41.5%. And really a lot of size for this Cayman squad down low, and they can move on the floor. Duganay, scoop, air ball, and a big rebound by Segre. Mustangs trying to go back in front. Lead has changed numerous times here in this first quarter. Hostos had 5 of the first 7 points. Asia Pink. Barnwell on the drive with 57 to go. She traveled, slid that foot. Good call by the officials. And when you look at really last Sunday with the Mustangs, as with the Express, two teams kind of with a similar deal. You look at a lot of those turnover numbers, it's just unforced errors. Hostos would love to get another bucket here, at least go up by 4 or 5 going into the second quarter, as they've been sharp. Of course, Bronx Community College nowhere in the category of a Hostos or the Mustangs, but coming off a dominant performance, it always gives you confidence going into a matchup like this when you go up a division. Williams, jumper, good. And Hostos by 3 with 26 seconds to go. They've shot 42% in this first quarter. 21% the Mustangs have shot. Pink. Carvajal Caro. Sarah can shoot it well. Trying to go to Pink. Broken up by Star Garcia. In transition with 7 to go. Feeds Duganay. Lewis, pull up. That can't go. 2 seconds to go. And Wentz not going to think about it. So good start here by the Caymans as they take a 14-11 lead into the second quarter, as after the first 10, it's 14 for Hostos, 11 for the Mustangs. So the Caymans bringing a little bit of a shock here to the Mustangs as they lead 14-11 after one. Shot 40%, 6 of 15 from the field. As the Mustangs 3 of 14, there's your difference. Caymans out rebounding the Mustangs 11-9. But now we go into the next 10 minutes, and you know adjustments going to be made as Savannah Williams knocking down a three. Lewis on the assist. And Williams leads all scorers with 7. Of course, she's the top scorer on this team coming in at 12.6 points per game. Barnwell out to Pink. She can knock down a three. Response, yes, ma'am. So the 6-point Hostos lead, largest it has been, cut to 3.5. As Lewis pops it up for Williams. Could not handle, threw it away to Barnwell. Has a streaking Wentz. Connects with her. Wentz laying good. And just like that, 5-point switcheroo. As that one a turnover and fast break point. And Wentz knocking it down. Wentz, of course, 15 points against the Express. Has had 4 double-figure games in her last 6. 20 spot with 21 against ASA during that 4-game winning streak. And during those 6 games. As that jumper short from Gomez Salazar. And Wentz getting the defensive board. So her second today. Got her first points before Carvajal Caro. That is good. Just such a soft touch that Sarah has. And Monroe quickly ejecting life into this team. And they were down 17-11 and now roaring right back a 7-0 run after that 3 by Savannah Williams. So for the Mustangs, of course, trying to pick up the win here today. But second half of the year, get a 4-game winning streak. Of course, it was snapped. They're losing to Union County College and then CCBC Essex in that squad. But Patricia Nungba, unbelievable player down there in Baltimore. But they had won 4 straight. Started with a big win over SUNY Sullivan, 63-58. And that's something really that they have built on ever since. Unbelievable here as a back and forth battle. Medford 19 points in that one, 9 rebounds, just missed a double-double. Carvajal Caro 14 in that win. And 7-0 run here after Hostos led by their largest tally, 6. After this one, of course, Mustangs will play Lackawanna, Putnam Science Academy, then ASA again to close out the year as that shot could not go, and the rebound by Medford. She's been all over the floor so far, Medford. That was her first rebound, though. Been the key scorer on this squad. Team high 6 so far. Segree, jumper, off the back iron. Carvajal Caro getting the board, but could not put it back. As 6th rebound for Ayanna Brown. She's been unbelievable on the defensive glass. All 6 of those rebounds on defense for her. Lewis over to Savannah Williams. She gets hot. She's dangerous shooting-wise. As that one drilled at Brown. Now pushing ahead is Pink. And Wentz saw the defender get back. Now she'll pull up for 3. Connects! As Wentz now, 6 points. Asia Pink able to pull that steal. And then a traveling violation. Good pressure by Wentz. So after Hostos led by 6, largest they have led by, it is a 10-0 Mustang run. And it's been really spearheaded by a balanced amount of scoring. As Asia Wentz coming through here to have 6 of the 10 at least on this run so far. 10-0 run. Can Hostos get back in it? 6 was their largest lead. Down low to Brown. No one even around her. And great job by Diamond Walker to drill that to her. Walker is the key guard for this squad. Again, 3rd on the team with 33 assists. Savannah Williams is the chef. But she's been a great contributor coming off as a 6th lady. Carvajal Caro connects. Give her the space and the Spaniard will drill it. 4-point lead for the Mustangs. Largest they have led by. Star Garcia rejected by Carvajal Caro. We'll see, though, if they statted it a block. Looked to me like she got that paw in there. As Sarah with 4 points. Medford got her first assist on that one. And from our eyes there, it looked like it hit the bottom of the backboard. And Carvajal Caro didn't hit her hand, so second with 14 blocks. And Mustangs could get their lead to its biggest margin here. On this possession, Pink for three. Short. Battle for the defensive and offensive board. Who came up with it? We have a jump ball. And it will stay with the Mustangs as Barnwell to come back in. As offensive rebound by Medford. So Wentz, Carvajal Caro, Barnwell, Pink, and Medford, as Carvajal Caro has the back-to-back buckets for the Mustangs, as they've put together a 14-2 run since trailing by 6. And now you can see once they're in rhythm, it's very tough to hang with them, as Diamond Walker for three. Cannot get the roll. And who touched that last? It was Star Garcia. So 6-point lead. It's the second quarter. Monroe really has settled in. Right now they're shooting 37%, just shot 21% in that first quarter. It was tough. Carvajal Caro cross court to Wentz. Three ball, Deja. That one is rebounded by Adria Powell. In transition, Savannah Williams feeds Star Garcia. She cannot convert those easy lay-ins, so important. But Williams rushing for the offensive board and grabs it. They want to keep Garcia away from getting hot from the three line. It's where her specialty is. Walker, three. Air ball. Duvernay, easy offensive board and put back. So Myandra Duvernay with her 4th point, got the offensive board, her first rebound. And finally Hostos getting this down to a 4-point game. Trailed by as much as 6. Medford connects. Barnwell with the assist on that one, as Medford 2 away from a double-figure game. Had a double-double last Sunday. It'd be 7 double-figure games for her in her last 9. Walker turned that over. Medford with the steal. Splits 2. Has Pink on the left. Feeds her. Asia lays it home in transition. And Dwight Shaw wants to talk it over with his ladies, as they led 17-11 since that point. 18 for Monroe to 4. They have outscored the Caymans since. So 4:36 to go. Mustangs really in the second quarter, they just imposed their will 18-7. They are outscoring the Caymans after they led them 14-11. They trailed them 14-11 in the first quarter. After this, of course, the Express will be in action, and that is who the Mustangs beat last Sunday. Did it dominantly, too. And, out-rebounding Jeremy Thompson's squad 63-35. It's very rare that Jeremy Thompson's squad gets out-rebounded in such a massive margin. And that was a good win for them. Shut out the Express there in that first quarter. And obviously a little rust in that first quarter, but right now, feeling it. 18-7. They have outscored Hostos here in the second quarter. They're trailing 14-11 in the first. Alexavia Smith, my producer and director. I am the Monroe Express SID, John Kelly Jr. As a shout out here to the Hostos SID, Eric Smiles, if he is tuning in, all the Hostos community. Undefeated in the CUNY, so they'll have a chance at a 5th consecutive title. They're the first program to win 4 straight since Queensboro did it from 2008 to 2011. That was their 8th total title 2 seasons ago. And, of course, Hostos known to go deep into that NJCAA national tournament, a national championship team here. And when you walk into that Cayman gym, up that beautiful hallway that I got a chance to see with all the history and everything, you walk in, you know it. And this program this year still playing at a high level. But a new contender has come in the Monroe Express. But they will definitely be dueling with them as we get to that region playoff, as Diamond Walker could not connect. And then Duganay threw it away. So Medford now behind her back. Oh, that's always a tough call. You go either way and you look at it, but the second foul for Duganay. And actually her first, and the first of the second quarter. 4:08 to go, driving, and Sangaree knocks down Pink, Barnwell, Medford, Wentz in the 5 for the Mustangs. Williams, Duganay, Hicks, and Cheyenne Lewis in the 5 for the Caymans. Trying to pick up win number 11, and Pink going to get whistled for that foul. Lead is now 10 for the Mustangs, largest they have led by. Hostos had their largest lead, which was 6. That was at the beginning of the second quarter. Savannah Williams knocking down a 3. Leads all scores with 7. But a good competitive first half. 5 total lead changes and 3 ties. Mustangs have led for 7:33 of this first half. That's both quarters combined. Hostos 5:44. 3:40 to go. Diamond Walker with space, pulls up and connects. Big jumper. Huge there for Dwight Shaw's squad. As the double-digit lead cut down to 8. 3:25 to go. Here's Deja Wentz. She's a Bronx native as well. Tanae Arnold. Barnwell had the baseline, went up for Medford. And Olivia cannot connect. Barnwell gets the offensive board and puts it home. Naomi Eastbell's effort. And that's huge for her as she has 4 points, getting her 4th rebound, first on the offensive glass. Savannah Williams leaves it. Lewis cannot connect. And free throws upcoming for the Caymans with 2:59 remaining here in the second quarter. So after this game, of course, both teams are in Region 15, although the Caymans, Division 3. But after this one, they will travel to Nassau Community College. And then in a really interesting matchup, they'll take on CCRI. And I'm going to give them a shout out. Probably one of the better teams that really people do not know about in the Division 3 ranks of women's basketball. They gave the Monroe Express everything they could handle and a little extra. Express were able to escape 48-46 against that team. And, of course, be an interesting matchup. That will be in the Bronx. Then, of course, they'll finish at Union County College. And then, obviously, because of no Queensboro and BMCC, due to numbers of ladies and just overall getting that team together, stopped playing their season. So Bronx Community College will be probably their opponent. And that will be played at BMCC, the annual CUNY Championship down in downtown Manhattan. 9-point lead for the Mustangs. Medford J gets it to go. She knows where those easy rolls are on the rim. So do these Hostos players. Very interesting rim at that gym. The Swamp, they call it. Both teams know they're home, and it's an 11-point lead here for the Mustangs as Diamond Walker back to the line. As she cannot connect on the first of 2. Cheyenne Lewis, you see there on the block. She was a player of the week in the CUNY a couple weeks ago. Triple-double, 18 points, 15 rebounds, 10 steals against the Bronx. Savannah Williams is the rookie of the week with 18 points. Both of them on the court now. And the latter gave the Caymans a 6-point lead. But since that point, they've only scored 8 points. Close to the 24, put down by Monroe. As Sangaree could not knock down. Williams connects in transition from Cheyenne Lewis. And now it is an 8-point game. Been a competitive first half. Caymans led by 3 after 1. Monroe led by 11 as a turnover by Tanae Arnold. Now Diamond Walker puts on the accelerator. Cross court, connecting with Hicks, and she cannot connect, but fouled. And that'll be the 4th foul of Monroe. Mustangs, 11 points, their largest lead. Last 3 points have been by the Caymans. And be Hicks to the line. UConn Avery Point was a preseason top 10 ranked team. She had a career high 8 boards in that one, Hicks, as she knocks down the first of 2. And as the Express SID, it's been a fun season. Monroe Express, number 8 in the country. And those are the only 2 losses by the Caymans so far. Of course, the team they'll face before Union County College to end the season, Community College of Rhode Island, who the Express beat, 9th, Hostos 10th. And no doubt about it, that'll be an interesting test to see here what Dwight Shaw's squad will do at home against CCRI. 1:40 to go. Mustangs trying to close this one out strong. Great second quarter by him as Segre way off on that jumper. Diamond Walker in transition and does a really great job to draw contact on Wentz. She got a piece of her. Looked like she almost had nothing but air. And free throws upcoming, making this. Walker can knock down these 2. You have a 2-possession game. It's an 11-point Mustang lead as Hostos with the last 5 points. And Walker trying to add to things and cannot. Freshman point guard for this squad, averaging 9.5 points per game. She had 20 against the Bronx. It's the season high. 6 double-figure games, and she's come off the bench too. Also been a starter, but a crucial player who could not dip into this deficit of the Mustangs as Medford frustrated that she turned it over. It's just the 8th turnover for the Mustangs. 14 here in this first half total by the Caymans. Trying to get win number 11 on the season. There are only 2 losses to the top team in Region 15, the Monroe College Express, who will be in action against Springfield Tech. And you can watch that game on www.monroeexpress.com/watch as Naira Spady and Taina Maldonado trying to build off a career highs of 27 and 16 last game, and traveling violation called on Ayanna Brown. Well, number 14 has been just humongous in this first half for Hostos, and that's something you got to love. 7 rebounds total. Her first couple came defensively. We're under a minute to go here in the second quarter. Wentz getting by, trying to weave underneath. Reverse cannot go, and the rebound grabbed by Savannah Williams. Crosses up Barnwell. Can she take it coast to coast? Yes. It is now a 2-possession game, 35 seconds to go. What a rally by Hostos. 7-0 run after trailing by 11. Largest they trailed by 35-24. Wentz trying to give a cutting Sangaree. Barnwell across court. A bad turnover. Shayana Lewis, this could be a 1-possession game, and she lays it home. What a rally by the Caymans. 9-0 run after they were down by 11. Does Dana Warner want to call a timeout here? Get a decent possession. Medford says, I'll take care of it. Jumper, Olivia, air ball. And Hostos with a furious rally, 9-0 after trailing by 11. And they cut the Mustang lead down to 2 as we go into halftime. So just some halftime stats. Then we'll turn off the mic and come back with the following 2 quarters. John Kelly Jr., the Monroe Express SID, here to announce. And good to see fellow Region 15 opponent that I've seen twice this year. And they're tough as ever, tough as nails. And the Hostos Caymans led 14-11 after 1 quarter. Then the Mustangs really imposed their will. Hostos got up 17-11, and then a 10-0 run really allowed the Mustangs to take control. But down the stretch, you got to finish teams, and it's just the question. Dana Warner, Jeremy Thompson sat next to me really saying, you got to finish games. You always got to finish. And Hostos not going away, down by 11, 35-24, and they close out the first half on a 9-0 run to get within a possession. So, Hostos shot 44% after a 21% shooting performance. It gets to 40 overall here by the Mustangs. Mustangs go 3 for 6 from 3. They're shooting 50% at the line. Hostos 62.5. The rebounds are even, and the Caymans hold a 2-rebound advantage, 16-14 on the defensive side. It's been a back-and-forth game as we have 5 total lead changes in this one. And then just finishing up a few other stats here. Turnovers, 15 for the Caymans, 9 for the Mustangs. As Mustangs putting up 8 steals, by the way. They're just ferocious in that area. 3 or more players with 40 or more coming in. Of course, led by Olivia Medford. So let's give you the leaders right off the bat. As in scoring, it's been Savannah Williams, 11 points. But Hostos, if you want to beat teams in upper divisions, you got to get it done from everybody. What a great job by the Caymans, as they have 8 players that have entered this game have scored. Of course, Williams the leader with 11. On the other side for the Mustangs, well, Olivia Medford keeps it rolling. Make that 7 double-figure games in her last 9, leading all scorers with 10, 6 from Wentz and 6 from Carvajal Caro. As rebounding-wise, Barnwell and Segre with 3 apiece, and 3 assists by 3 different players tops, Wentz, Medford, and Barnwell. Of course, it's the 11 0-0 and 14 show every time you take on the Mustangs, and that is where we stand. So we're at halftime, 35-33. Hey, come back with us. This is a good one here, as the Mustangs trying to come back here. So we're back here with the second half. As Alexavia Smith, my producer and director, SID of the Monroe Express, John Kelly Jr., as Hostos ended that first half on a 9-0 run after the Mustangs led by as much as 11. And trying to get it back here as Hostos cannot connect. Hostos looking for back-to-back wins. Of course, this one not prevalent to their region matchup. Their region season over, so after they'll play Nassau in their next matchup, if they can win that one, it would be really big for them, as Nassau right now just with one loss in the region. As that fall-away jumper from Gomez Salazar short. What a rejection, as a great board by Lewis, but she was denied by Barnwell. Leaves it for Medford. Plants, and the Mustangs to set it up. The Tene Arnold across to Wentz, feeling a 3-ball. Uses the glass. As Deja Wentz now has 9 points. Tanae Arnold's second assist. She has 55 on the year, second on the team in that category. We have yet to see Star Garcia shoot any threes. And that shot way off, board corralled by Wentz, and a foul, one that you don't want to take, as Gomez Salazar getting the foul after Wentz corralling her third rebound today. So Wentz point away here from a double-figure game. It's 4 in her last 6 as Barnwell fouled going up, and she will go to the free throw line. Of course, Barnwell averaging 10.5 per game. Leading rebounder coming in here with 162, total 7.7 per game. And she'll step in here at the charity stripe. Shoots 69.2 on the year. And she's short on the first of 2. Of course, free throw shooting not solid by the Mustangs in the first half, under 50%. And Barnwell misses both. Knocked to Wentz, who will get the offensive board as Arnold knocked it to her. 5-point lead, Wentz, fall away. That off the back iron, rebound by Shania Lewis. So Lewis now has 6 rebounds and then tries to gun one down the court, but could not connect with Star Garcia. And a turnover here for the Caymans. And we'll go back here to the Mustangs, who led by as much as 11. Try to make it back-to-back wins. A week off for Dana Warner's squad. Showed some rust in that first quarter in which they trailed 14-11, but got it together. After being down by 6, going a 10-0 run to go up by 4. 1 point, we're outscoring Hostos 18-6 as Barnwell able to beat Powell to the spot. A nice look by Wentz, and now Naomi will go to the charity stripe. She's from Chantelet-les-Frions, France. And she misses the first of 2. Of course, getting back in her body, her shape, feeling better. Obviously wasn't full 100%. That's why she didn't play last couple of games going into that over the weekend. I mean, think about it. This team beat Sullivan County Community College without Barnwell in that. She's able to go 1 for 2 at the line. So Hostos has allowed 4 points here, yet the score, 9-0 run to get this to a 1-possession game. As that pull-up J off the back iron by Adria Powell. And Medford picking up her 3rd rebound. She leads all scorers with 10. Deja Wentz with 9. Sangari spinning. Fall away, cannot go. Great job to draw that contact on Brown. So Amy will go to the line here for the Mustangs. Was redshirt freshman from the Bronx, New York. 3 for 7 shooting. Had 8 points. 3 players in double figures in that win against the Express. Sangari was just 2 points away from that. And she cannot connect on the first of 2 free throws. Actually grabbed 8 rebounds in that one. Had a block. She was a perfect 2 for 2 from the charity stripe in that win. And she goes 0 for 2 here at the line. So struggles continuing at the free throw line. Then Lewis turned it over. Wentz able to force it. Then a rejection by Lewis as she denied Arnold going up. So we'll stay with the Mustangs. Arnold put that through the hands of Barnwell. Duvernay feeding. A lot of space there, man. That was 2 points easily. Williams got caught up with Lewis. Now Barnwell fouled hard going up, and free throws is where it will go to. Here for the Mustangs, trying to put that down. 72% they shot in the win against the Express. And free throw is really crucial no matter who you play, but also down the stretch. Want to be shooting really good. It's a chance to put away a game, be up, increase your lead. Team shot 84%, 88% against ASA and Harcum during that 4-game winning streak. And Medford able to knock down the first of 2. And she goes 2 for 2. Olivia with 12, leading all scorers. She's the leading scorer coming in at 12.5, so she's made her average. As Williams getting it back from Walker and foul before she went up. We'll see what they call this. As you see below, the Monroe Express men's basketball team coming in. They will follow after this. Go to monroeexpress.com/watch. It will not be announcing, but you can watch the game. And the women's game at 5. Same link. Arnold with the steal, trying to convert it into points. Good job by Walker to knock it out. It will stay with the Mustangs. Arnold underneath. Barnwell gets that to go. She has 7. And her team with an 8-point lead. 11 was the largest they led by. As Hostos really roared back at the end of that second quarter to get it within a possession. 35-33. 8-0 run to start this third quarter by the Mustangs. Lewis to Walker. He'd want her to shoot more. Fires and connects. Just like I said, gets it down to a 7-point game. 6:28 to go. Deja Wentz has 9 points right now. Looking for more. Feeds Arnold. Jumper. Good. So Tanae Arnold knocking down. And Monroe gets it up to a 9-point lead, continuing that trap on the far and near sides. Lewis trying to fight threw it away. 2 subs coming in. Ayanna Brown and Ayanna Hicks. So she'll replace Powell and Duvernay. Of course, Brown been really good on the glass for Hostos. 7 rebounds for her. Five of those offensive as Wentz driving. Foul going up, can't get it to go. And she will go to the free throw line. Opportunity here to get it to double figures. Medford leads all scorers with 12, Wentz with 9. Medford had 10, led all scorers after the first half. Savannah Williams, 11 points, all of them in the first half. As Wentz cannot connect on the first of 2 free throws. Free throw shooting now at 41% for the Mustangs. And Wentz goes 1 for 2, so the lead back to 10 is as large as 11. Alexavia Smith, your producer and director. I'm John Kelly Jr., play-by-play man and SID of the Monroe Express, as they'll play after this one. As Hicks could not knock down Barnwell, another board. Naomi pushing ahead, nice feed, Wentz. Can she finish? Yes, ma'am! 6th rebound for Barnwell, and she'll pick up the assist as well, her 4th in transition. 12 for Wentz. Her and Medford leading all scores for the Mustangs as they get another steal. Easy one for Sangari, and Medford looking to put on the accelerator. 12-point lead, looking to add to it. Barnwell thought about a three, now goes with it. Short, and a rebound by Williams. Team trailing by 12. Biggest lead for the Mustangs in this game. 11 was their previous. Brown out to Walker. Feeding Lewis to Brown. Cross court to Hicks. Three ball. Air ball. And now Barnwell, her 7th board, looking for more 3-on-1. Feeds Medford, laying, counted in the foul, baby! Transition, coast to coast. And a chance now with a 3-point play. And Monroe now leading by 14, largest they have led by, and can increase the margin further here. Well, that's something Barnwell, where she's so dangerous in transition. You could see the difference. It wasn't that the Mustangs weren't strong against Union County College, but when she's in the lineup, she allows that transition game just to get going so quickly, and you saw that. Feeding Medford, and you have a timeout on the floor. 3-point play upcoming. It's a Monroe 14-point lead here on the Monroe College Mustangs Sport. So Medford out of the timeout, connects on the 3-point play. She now has 15 points and a quick turnover right away on the inbound, and Medford back to the line as Barnwell with her 3rd steal. And right now in this 3rd quarter, just 3 Hostos points, 16-3. Monroe has outscored them. Barnwell, man, such an impact in Medford. It all starts with her as the Rockville Center native. When she gets going, you just cannot stop her at certain points. And she knocks both of these down. She has 17. So she has bested that 16-point mark she had against the Express. A double-double in that one, her 3rd of the year, with 12 boards as well. Brown able to put it down. So finally Hostos able to get on the score sheet. Caymans were held quiet. Almost a minute and a half without a bucket there. As Arnold, 3-ball. That off the mark, knocked around. Barnwell, the offensive board. Sangari cannot handle. Medford rejected by Brown going up. And then the board goes to Arnold. She can't knock it. Knocked out of play. Last touch by Arnold and the Mustangs. So Powell will come in for the Caymans and replace Ayanna Brown. 3:55 to go here in the 3rd. 15-point lead for Monroe. Shauna Lewis, her lay-in, too strong, knocked around and gets her own board. What an effort by Shauna Lewis. 3:40 to go. Williams will back it up. 11 points this afternoon, all of them in the first half for her. She's been quiet in the second. Her 3 gave Hostos their largest lead by 6. Hicks underneath. It's got to go up. And a shot clock violation called, or no? No, they're going to say there was a foul late, so saved by the bell. And free throws upcoming now for Adria Powell. 15 for her last game against the Bronx. Shot 7 of 14. 2 double-figure games before that. That'd be 3 for her. Had 11 against the Borough of Manhattan Community College, and then 10 against Passaic County. Again, 4 players were in double figures last game for the Caymans, as she makes the first of 2. Of course, they can knock off Nassau. They'd get that second seed. Express will be in action at 5. They've yet to play Nassau, and they will play their final home game of the year against them on February 15th. As that touched Wentz last? Yes, it did. It did get her finger. Good call by the official. So Hostos trying to get some momentum here. They were able to cut down an 11-point lead before. They're down by 14 in this one. As the Mustangs looking for 11 wins on the year. 10-12, 5-8 in their 5-3 that is in their last 8. Walker down low. Lewis rejected, and it wasn't just a rejection. Barnwell just ate up that one. Feeds Wentz. Can she score in transition? No. Great job by Walker to force that tough shot. And Shauna Lewis with the rebound. Williams feeds Hicks. She has an open space to operate, and her jumper off the back of the iron, and Barnwell with the board. As Carvajal Caro now in the game alongside Pink, Barnwell, and Wentz. And a traveling violation on the Mustangs. Wentz with 12, Medford with 17. 7 Monroe players have found points in this one that have been on the floor. 8 of 9 have for the Caymans. Can they get something going? I would go back to Savannah Williams. That's who has it right now. Pull up from the baseline. Air ball. Rebound by Medford. She now has 6. Trying to make it back-to-back double-doubles. Had 12 rebounds in the win against the Express. It's the top team that the Mustangs beat in Region 15. Number 8 in the country, as Carvajal Caro could not make that jumper. She should take that all day, as I spoke with her earlier this week before an Express women's game. Such a nice stroke. 2 minutes to go, 14-point lead for Monroe. Good job by Carvajal Caro. Forces the turnover. Medford with the accelerator. 3-on-2. Feeds. Lyon. Cannot go by Pink. You got to make those. Oh, but Asia able to get the ball back, then lost it. Still don't know who's possessed this board. And jump ball. And it will stay with the Mustangs, so we'll give it as a dead ball. As Star Garcia checking in alongside Duvernay. So Williams and Powell will check off. Walker, Hicks, and Lewis fill out the 5 for the Caymans. Just 6 points here in this third quarter. Good defense by the Mustangs. Wentz feeding Barnwell, wasn't ready for it, but her turnaround hook is good. She just has such great recovery. And Naomi knocking down again. She's 2 away from a double-figure performance again. Medford feeds Wentz. She has 12. Now to Pink. Lays it up and in! Asia known from knocking down from deep, but she says, I'll take it to the tin. And an opportunity for her to convert a 3-point play. 22-6. The Mustangs have outscored Hostos in this third quarter. Caymans gave them one heck of a first half, leading them 14-11. Thank you for tuning in if you are on the Monroe College Mustang Sports Network. Monroe able to take an 11-point lead second quarter. Hostos closed it to 35-33, but it's been all Monroe in this third quarter, imposing their will and outscoring Hostos by a score of 22-6. As 2 Monroe players in double figures. Wentz with 12. Barnwell has 9. Medford leading all scorers with 17. 52 seconds to go. As Star Garcia gets her own board after that miss. Shauna Lewis got it back. Could not go up and get it. Gets 2 offensive rebounds. Still time here for Dwight Shaw. You would think you maybe want to hold here for this possession. Rebound if you are Hostos right now, get it back. And layup way off. Battle for the board. And a jump ball, and the arrow will stay with Hostos. You could score it as an offensive dead ball, as Kayla Segre will check in. Naomi Barnwell will get a breather. Segre, one of the 4 Mustangs with 100 or more rebounds. The Lady Check It Off leads them in that category, coming in here with 162 as a shot clock violation called on the Caymans. So Medford will inbound. Shot clock is turned off. And Dana Warner wants to see from his women really one last good possession, get a good quality shot here. With a 2, it could be a 20-point game. 21 with a 3. The referee sorting things out. "23 seconds. They were just fixing the clock. Wentz, 20 seconds to go. Driving with 16. Deja out to Medford. 3-ball rims out. Knocked around. Duvernay has it. 10 seconds to go. And a foul that Dana Warner would not want. I think they'll get Segre for it. And she'll come out. So ball rolled to Walker. 8 seconds to go. 7, 6. Star Garcia rejected by Carvajal. 1 second to go. Can Wentz get it off of the horn? No. Even though it goes, it will not count. And a great third quarter by the Mustangs. Just allowed 6 points, and they scored 22 and built that 2-point halftime lead up to 18. We'll be back with the final 10 minutes. You're watching Monroe Mustang women's basketball. Final 10 minutes of play between the Mustangs and the Caymans. Monroe outscored them 22-6 in that last quarter. Just 6 points by the Caymans, and they turn it over. Wentz, Carvajal short, gets her offensive board, keeps her footing. She got to go up. And then they call 3 seconds on her. One player that I really believe Dana Warner going to love to have, Carvajal has just such ability, gets the rebounds, but that soft jumper. And the more she develops it, you're looking at a potential double-double player, night in and night out, and afternoon in and out for this program, as costly turnovers here by Hostos, just throwing the ball away at times. Of course, a couple players did come back from that team, competed in the national championships, won a 4th consecutive CUNY title. Wentz, head fakes, Carl pull up, good from the Spaniard. So she has 8 points, 6th assist for Deja Wentz. Savannah Williams has been held scoreless. She had a team-high 11 in that first half for Hostos. The lead now 20 for the Mustangs, largest it has been. And a foul called. Be the 3rd to Segre. So inbound now from Walker. Outlets for Hicks. Lewis over for Diamond Walker. 3 ball is good. You got to keep feeding her. She can really knock down from 3. As Walker getting this now down to a 17-point game. She's 1 away from a double-figure game by Walker. Wentz, Pink, 3 ball, off the back iron, Duvernay with it. Then she lost it, trying to go up the floor, and Medford converts on the point off turnovers. And the lead now back up to 19. 19 points for Olivia Medford, and we'll step aside, 30-second timeout. Always this right click thingy. Out of the 30-second Hostos timeout, John Kelly Jr., Alexavia Smith, my producer and director, as the Mustangs up by 19. Turnover again. Medford looking for a 20 spot. She has it in transition. So Medford, 21 points as she picks up her 7th steal of this one. She can get it done in all categories. 72 for Olivia on the year. The Rockville Center, New York product. She's now recorded her 4th 20-point game. 10 to shoot. Diamond Walker from deep. That one is short. And Medford taking care of things on the glass. It's her 5th defensive rebound, 7th overall. So she's 3 away from back-to-back double-doubles. Had 16 and 12 in that inter-squad matchup against the Express. Caro head fakes and lays it behind her head. Highlight reel from the Spaniard. And she now has 10 points. So 3 Mustangs in double figures, 21 for Medford, 10 for Caro, 12 for Wentz. As Medford has scored 11 of her team high and game high 21 in the second half. Lead now 23 for the Mustangs. So Wentz will step off. Pink, Carvajal, Segre. She has to be careful. 3 fouls. Tanae Arnold. Medford in the 5. Rejection, no! And if they get Segre on that, that will be her 4th foul. That'll be her team's 2nd. And it is, so at the line will be Ayanna Brown. So Segre will step off. And here comes Naomi Barnwell. So Barnwell is a point away from double-figure game as Brown knocks down the first of 2. Barnwell leading all rebounders with 10, so she'd have a double-double as well. 172 boards for her total, tops on the team, as Brown cannot make the second. And Barnwell really settling in and feeling it. 3 double-figure games during that 4-game winning streak. She was on fire too. 5 double-digit scoring performances in her first 6 this year. So that was a violation. So we'll do it again with Brown. And she connects. Can Hostos make a run? Did a 9-0 run to get it to a 1-possession game after trailing by 11. It's been all Mustangs here in the second half. 22-6, they outscored the Caymans in that third quarter. And they have 8 of the 13 here as Barnwell threw that one away. Credit given to Brown to really force that ill-advised pass. So Walker going to walk it back up. Walker rejected by Barnwell going up, and I think it hit her foot on the way down, although we'll see if they score that a block. And that's yes, it is the third block for Barnwell. Barnwell could really just put it up, playing her best basketball right now. Medford 3-ball, that one short. Rebound by Star Garcia. Heads out to Diamond Walker. Pull up, way off. Rebound, Tanae Arnold. Here she comes in transition. Arnold, Barnwell, but she traveled beforehand. .608 to go. Walker 3-ball. That one sliced away, air ball, and Pink had grabbed it and then went off her body, so it will stay with the Caymans. Inbound to Savannah Williams, knocked away by Pink. And she's able to corral the steal. Out to Medford. You wonder here, does Dana Warner's squad try to milk the clock? Carvajal Caro says, I don't want to. That one pinballed out. Who got the last touch? It was Medford. So it will go over to the Caymans. And Savannah Williams will bring it up the floor. Brown threw it away. Medford, another steal. Wentz underneath, cannot put it home. Offensive board grabbed by Medford. She couldn't put it back. Medford now with 8 rebounds as Williams cannot connect. She has been unable to find a bucket here in the second half after leading all scorers with 11 in the first. Gets it back. Had space. I don't know why she didn't fire it. Star Garcia. That rims out on the 3. Cheyenne Lewis gets it back. And a great job to get it to Brown. Draws contact and free throws upcoming. So Brown at the charity stripe. Cannot connect on the first of 2. Trying to go 1 for 2. Oh, man. Asia Pink doing a twister, the hot spot type of dance. And that will be a violation. So that will allow Brown to have another pair of free throws. Despite the result here, Hostos really a heck of an effort. Led by 3 after the first quarter. Battled back to force a 1-possession game. It's really been all about what the Mustangs do well, though. Just finishing. And they came out 22-6. They outscored the Caymans in that third quarter, and that's really been your difference in a rather competitive game. Carvajal Caro, booyah, baby, from the right baseline. As Sarah now has 12 points in this one. Walker feeds Brown. Got trucked over. Carvajal Caro got a piece of that block. A defensive rebound by Medford and thrown away. Williams underneath. Walker cannot lay it home. Easy buckets. Both teams struggling to knock down. But the Mustangs have knocked down what they have to. Arnold over to Pink to Carvajal Caro, make that 14 points as the crowd's starting to rumble. And then thrown away by Hostos on that one. Carvajal Caro now back-to-back double-figure games, 26 over the last two. Your season high is 14, did it against Sullivan County Community College, knocking them from the ranks of the unbeaten. At 14 against Monroe Community College as well, team from Rochester with the same name. So she's matched her season high in this one. And an offensive foul called here against Hostos as they're running out of gas. As Pink got rejected. Don't tell Ayanna Brown that she won't give up. This probably one of the more unsung heroes of this Hostos team, and I've had a chance as the SID of the Express to watch her in 2 games. Very tough underneath in the way she plays. As Shaina Lewis scoring that one in transition. Still a 20-point game. And thrown away, something that really the Mustangs don't want to do, but Diamond Walker feeding a cutting Lewis, and she was fouled beforehand. I'm not necessarily sure where I see the foul. And Dana Warner frustrated. He wants to go talk it over with his ladies as it'll actually be timeout taken by Hostos. So Dana Warner will still get the talk over with the ladies. 3:35 to go. So not to toot my own horn, but as the Monroe Express SID, tune into men's and women's basketball after this. Of course, no broadcast, but you can watch them as the men take on Westchester Community College. And what Chris Neely has done in year one is phenomenal. Just so excited to finally get back on the basketball court. A former JV coach here at Monroe College where he won over 100 games. His team now standing with 16 wins on the season. And today, if they were to win, they would tie a season high in wins with 17. That's from a team from 2018-2019 that had all-time assist leader and scoring leader Gian Batista, the 3-time CUNY Player of the Week at Lehman College, top in the CUNY. Talk about a surprise after coming out of the pandemic. And even to add on that story, tune into this game, Josiah Barnes, the freshman, 114 assists. He'll have 115. He will set a new single-season mark and hopefully lead his team to victory as well. Coming up next, that'll be on MonroeExpress.com/watch, and you can watch it here as Chris Neely's team trying to win back-to-back, 3 wins in their last 4. So back to the women as Dana Warner's squad trying to make it 6 wins in their last 9. 5-3 coming into this one, trying to make it back-to-back wins as Williams 2 inbound. Outlets now to Diamond Walker. A player that you'd have to, we talk about 6 ladies, one that should be dangerous. And you know what? She sets up that play, and Cheyenne Lewis finishes it back to a 20-point game. Key thing for Dana Warner's squad, you want to finish this final 321 as strong as you can. Don't give up any surges. Keep going. And he's gotten a great bevy of scoring. Obviously, we know it starts with Olivia Medford hitting her 4th 20-point game this year. leader, coming in with a 12.5 point per game average. She has 21. Sarah Carvajal-Caro has matched her season high for the third time this year with 14. And then you have Deja Wentz with 12. Medford, 3-ball, silky smooth. So that is her third 3 knockdown. She's at 24 points in this one. Medford 2 away from matching her season high, which is 26. Did it against the ASA Brooklyn Avengers here during that 4-game win streak, and against Monroe Community College back in December. Count it, and the foul, and surprised that Ayanna Brown not whistled for a tech as she was barking into Sarah Carvajal-Caro's face. After a great effort, you just don't want to do that. And she gets away with it. So Kayla Segre will come in. Pink will come off. Carvajal-Caro, 14 points. Back-to-back games for the Spaniard. As Medford, Segre, Wentz, Arnold, and Barnwell in the 5 for the Mustangs. And Brown, 3-point play it is. So to lead the 21. Mustangs over their season average of 61 points per game. 2:41 to go. Medford 2 away from her season high at 26. Could a new career high be here? No! Rebound by Star Garcia. She'll push in transition. Over to Diamond Walker. Balloons the Brown. 3 ladies come her way. Brown traveled. That's the one mistake you see of any big guy or big lady. You have to know where your feet are. Sometimes you can shuffle them. There's only one big down low that ever got away with that consistently, be Shaquille O'Neal. But they won't let it at this ranks. Let that happen to you. Arnold, Segre, air ball. She should keep trying to shoot that, though. And Walker will slow things down. 20-point game. It really was the second half where this one was taken over. 37 now, 21 outscored were Hostos by Monroe. And Monroe now up by 17. Segre. You want, right now with this, you want to milk the clock. Milk it as much as you can so you're able to really kind of wane this one down. Don't let this one get interesting. Barnwell, jumper, good. Hello, Naomi. So that is 4 now in double figures for Monroe, and Barnwell now has a double-double, 11 points and a team-high 10 rebounds in this one, as Walker could not control that one. For Barnwell, you talk about sizzling. 4th double-double for her in her last 5 games. Off that miss, Brown another board, and let's look at her as well. Ayanna Brown, what a day here on the glass. That would be her 10th rebound total. 2 double-digit rebounding performances by the Caymans. 12 from Cheyenne Lewis. As Carvajal-Caro to come back in. Alexavia Smith, my producer and director in this one. John Kelly Jr., the Monroe Express SID. Won't give you any final stats because I got to run down and stat my games coming up next. Men trying to equal a single season record in wins, and a man looking to pass it right off the opening tip in assists, Josiah Barnes and Chris Neely. And then, of course, the women here at Monroe, but for the Express, Jeremy Thompson's squad. Trying to build off of a blowout win over ASA Brooklyn as they'll take on Springfield Tech for the second time here. As Brown puts that one down, Periscope. As 1:18 to go. Nice knifing as Wentz could not knock down, but it'd be an offensive rebounding dead ball, so it will stay with the Mustangs. Barnwell, 2-ball, good! Naomi with 12. 12 points and a team high 11 rebounds. The game high is Cheyenne Lewis with 12. As Hostos will bring it up the floor. 52 seconds to go in this one. as Walker, 3 balls short. It will go out of play. So Hostos, Nassau Community College. They have Community College of Rhode Island. Tough loss here today, but we'll wane down the season. Probably be in that second spot going into the region tournament. And they gave a great effort today all over. But it was that 22-6 difference in that third quarter that ended up burying them in this one. As Medford, 2 ball, off the mark. Barnwell, 14. Yes, ma'am. 14 points for her, 12 rebounds. And an official just wants to look at the shot clock. Special thanks to my producer and director, as always, Alexavia Smith, enjoying having her up here. To our SID, David Spiegel, getting us ready at all times. And a little shout out here to Eric Smiles, the AD, and de facto SID at Hostos, doing his best here to get us prepped. John Kelly Jr., your play-by-play man. So the Monroe Mustangs will make it back-to-back wins, knocking off back-to-back top 10 ranked teams too. As Hostos, number 10 in the country. They did it last Sunday dominantly against the Express, number 8 in the country, as they hit 80 points, the Mustangs, over their season average of 61, and have won back-to-back games. And folks, a resume well put together, 11th win and 2 back-to-back wins against 2 top 10 teams as they defeat Hostos 80-59. For my producer and director, Alexavia Smith, I'm John Kelly Jr., Monroe Express SID. Tune into our games coming up next at monroeexpress.com/watch. Mustangs victorious 80-59.